Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm showing you guys this 2022 Hyundai Tucson SEL trim, but I would like to give a special thanks to Homestead Hyundai for providing with the Hyundai Tucson. If you're in the market for a Hyundai, you can come check out Homestead Hyundai and ask for Edmond. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. Let's talk about the Tucson here. For 2022 Hyundai, they redesigned the Tucson here. I like the front styling here. This vehicle looks better than the Honda CR-V that I just recently tested, and also the Toyota Rav4. This does come standard with full LED headlights with an LED turn signal, and the daytime run light is integrated into the grille here, which is a nice feature. No other car manufacturer in this segment is doing that right now. There's these LED headlights here with an automatic low and high beam. I do like the dark chrome here in the front grille. Also, the Hyundai emblem is going to be there. But I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section and tell me what you guys think. Would you guys pick the new Tucson over the Honda CR-V and also over the Toyota Rav4? Looking at the side profile here of the Hyundai Tucson, let's start out with these tires and wheels here. These are a 235/55 tire wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. I do like the multi-spoke finish here with the silver and dark gray finish. This vehicle does have some very sharp body lines here on the side profile. There's this LED sight marker here on the mirror cap, and up top, Hyundai just equips this SEL model here with a standard size sunroof. It also has Hyundai's accessories, which include these roof rails here. So if you guys wanted to store some stuff on top of your vehicle, you can definitely do so. The wheelbase here for the Hyundai Tucson is at 108.5 and with an overall length of 182.3. So this is the longest vehicle in the compact SUV segment. So it's longer than the Rav4 and also the Honda CR-V. Looking at the rear of the Tucson, let's start out with these taillights here. They're going to be an LED combination with an LED brake light, with the turn signals and reverse lights live here at the lower part of the bumper here. As you guys can see, there's this reflector integrated into the bumper. There's these geometric type shapes here integrated into the bumper as well. There's lights here for the tag. There's a backup camera, of course, and there's also the Tucson badge on the left side of the vehicle. But open up the cargo back here. Even though this is the SEL model, this does come equipped with a power opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 38.7 cubic feet of space. And underneath here, Hyundai does give you a temporary spare tire. And to fold down the rear seats, they make it very simple. They give you these handles here. Once you pull this, that folds the seats down, it expands the cargo to 80.3 cubic feet of space. So this does have the most cargo space in the segment out of the Rav4 and also the Honda CR-V. Sitting in the interior of the Hyundai Tucson SEL trim, I think Honda and Toyota should take a look here at Hyundai's interior, because this interior looks very upscale and very modern. And this is an 8-inch display here. This does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. If you go for the smaller screen, which is the 8-inch display here, if you guys go for that 10.25-inch display, you cannot get the wireless function. Unfortunately, you have to use the USB port, but you can use the USB port here if you would like to connect to the screen if you don't like that wireless function. But reaching over here to shut the door of the Hyundai Tucson and starting up the Tucson here, looking here at the materials here on the door panel, it's gonna be a nice soft touch material. There's this gloss black trim here with some aluminum painted trim. There's this fabric here on the door panel. This does have a two-tone color combination, which I think looks really nice. There's this aluminum accented door handle. Your mirror and lock controls are here. It is auto up, auto down for the driver and passenger window, but not for the rear window. That's more of that gloss black trim there. It's going to be nice and padded here to rest your elbows. Additional storage and cup holder space down there. This does have the Bose audio sound system, which sounds pretty good. The dimmer switch and trunk release is going to be here with the stability control. The headlight and turn signal stock is there. The wind wiper stock is right there. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a decent amount of range and adjustability. Your voice and volume controls are here with the driver's assistance. This does have highway stir assist with adaptive cruise control. There's the Hyundai emblem here with some aluminum painted trim here on the steering wheel. Like I mentioned from the previous Tucson review, I'm not a big fan here of the steering wheel. It looks very gimmicky in my opinion, but you can hold it at different angles here if you would like. This is a 10.25 digital display. You can customize it via this toggle piece here. You can show your drivers support there, and there's also a attention level, so just in case you were falling asleep, this thing will beep to alert you to wake up. The materials here on the dashboard will be a nice soft touch material, and it didn't need an actual cover here to cover up this display because it's very bright, as you guys can see, which looks really good as well. I like the tech that this vehicle offers. There's the hazard switch here. The air vents are there. Like I mentioned, this is an 8-inch display. As you guys can see, it does take up the complete screen here. Going to the Google Maps, very bright screen. I like the way that this looks. Going here to the Hyundai interface here, as you guys can see, I like the dark screen here. It looks really nice with the light white icons here. Going here to the map there, as you guys can see, it will display back to the Apple Maps or the Android map, whatever map that you guys would like to use, it would do that. And here on the sides, there's these touch sensitive buttons, which I'm not a big fan of. There's the scroll wheel here for the volume and tune. There's this toggle piece here for the climate control, but everything on this panel here is going to be touch sensitive. Down here's going to be 2 USB ports with a 12 volt right here. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit in the wireless phone charger. I wish Hyundai would have offered a lid here to close this off. Putting the Tucson into reverse here, it does reveal a backup camera, of course, with trajectory, with distance markers. Kicking it down here to drive over to the left, there's a manual mode in the transmission, but there's no paddle shifters here on this model of the Tucson. You have to go for the inline version, but that's not available as of this filming. Looking at the key fob, there's a lock, unlock, remote start, a trunk release, and a panic button. The key does feel nice and sturdy, and there's the Hyundai emblem on back of the key fob. There's 2 cup holders here. There's more of that gloss black trim. There's an automatic start stop function that you can defeat if you like. There's your drive mode selector here, which shows you smart, sport, and normal. I do like the sport gauge here. Once you put it into sport mode, it shows a nice bright red screen there. This does have hill descent and auto hold function, electronic parking brake, and you can access the camera via this button here. As you guys can see, it shows you a nice bright backup camera there. Even though this is the SEL model, this does come equipped with 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats work phenomenal, especially in this 90-degree weather. Open up the center armrest here, it does reveal a decent amount of storage. There's no 12 volt or USB port inside there. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. I like this aluminum like trim here on the seats here. Above me, there's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin, and there's just a standard size sunroof here on the SEL model here, but you can open and close the shade if you would like, and this is how you open up the sunroof here. You can open it or tilt it. But looking at the glove compartment here, it does offer a decent amount of storage. But overall, like I mentioned, Hyundai has been killing it with their interior, so I think Honda and Toyota should pay attention to Hyundai's interior, because they're killing the game right now, and no other manufacturer is doing what Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis is doing as of this filming. Open up the back door here of the Hyundai Tucson. As you guys can see here, the door opens nice and wide. So if you guys have any children or a child seat that you want to put back here into the back seat, you can definitely do that, because look how wide this door opens. But getting into the back seat here of the Hyundai Tucson and shutting the door here, the materials are going to be carried over from the front to the rear. Nice high quality materials here. There's going to be 2 map pockets back here for storage. There are some features back here, which includes rear air vents here, also with 2 USB ports down here. And the floor back here is not flat, but you can fit a middle passenger here in the middle seat if you would like. And Hyundai says you get around 41.3 inches of legroom here in the back seat of the Tucson. This is the most legroom in the segment now, because Hyundai scratched the wheelbase and they scratched the overall length here of the Tucson to give it more cargo space and more legroom here in the back seat. But putting this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders, and above me is going to be LED lights throughout the cabin. Taking a look underneath the hood here of the Hyundai Tucson, Hyundai uses a pop rod to keep the hood open here. There's no hood struts here on the Tucson. This uses Hyundai's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. As the Tucson sits here, it weighs 3,300 pounds. The model that I'm showing you guys today is the SEL model, and this does come equipped with the front-wheel drive as standard. If you guys want to get that all-wheel drive system, you have to pay additional charge for that all-wheel drive system. I would highly recommend getting that if you guys stay in a cold weather state. Fuel economy for this powertrain is rated at 26 in the city, 33 on the highway, and 29 combined. So starting off in the 2022 Hyundai Tucson SEL trim, as you guys can see, before I started this review, the weather was somewhat decent. Now it's all rainy and stuff, which is kind of annoying because I can't really work in these conditions. But starting off in the Tucson here, this has Hyundai's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a 8-speed automatic transmission. The fuel economy for the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder is rated at 26 in the city, 33 on the highway, and 29 combined. So this powertrain is somewhat fuel efficient. If you guys are looking to get over 30 miles to the gallon, I would recommend going for the Tucson Hybrid. That gets over 30 miles to the gallon, which I would highly recommend going for that powertrain, especially with gas being so expensive nowadays. The visibility out of the Tucson here is really good. You have a good commanding view of the road. This does come with Hyundai's driver's assistance, which includes adaptive cruise control, highway stir assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, lane keeping assist. So all the safety features that you guys are looking for in a modern day SUV. This interior is light years away from the other competitors, which is the Honda CR-V and also the Toyota Rav4 and every other compact SUV in that segment. This interior looks very modern, very upscale interior. And the ride quality from the Tucson here is really good. Hyundai, they redesigned the Tucson for 2022. But just driving the Tucson here, it drives really well, even though I'm splashing through these puddles. The suspension here is very comfortable, very compliant, very plush. The seats in here, they're comfortable. They're 3-level heated and cool seats. I'm surprised to see that here on the SEL trim. The materials in here are nice to touch, of course. I like this 8-inch display, even though I would personally go for that 10.25-inch display because it's a larger screen. But if you guys go for that larger screen, keep in mind you cannot get the wireless function, which is the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You have to go for this 8-inch display here. So if you guys don't like larger screens, the 8-inch display is really nice as well. But me personally, I like the bigger screens. The steering feel here is very playful. You can feel what the front tires are doing. This powertrain is very quiet. I was sitting to wait to go on the test drive, and when I was walking up to the vehicle, you couldn't even hear this powertrain. So it legit sounds like a hybrid powertrain. It's very quiet. I don't feel any harsh vibrations through the steering wheel or through the pedals, which is really nice. You want to buy a new car and you feel any vibrations like that. But honestly, I'm really impressed in Hyundai. They did a fantastic job with the exterior styling. It's very different from the other competitors in the segment, which I mentioned, which is the Honda CR-V and the Toyota RAV4. Those are the main two competitors because those vehicles sell around 350,000 units or 460,000 units. So, but if you guys are looking to put something different in your driveway or have something different on the streets, I think the Tucson will be a really good option. It does offer great value and also great tech, especially with all this tech that you get inside this cabin here. But if you guys are looking to look for something different, I would recommend going for the Hyundai Tucson. Starting price here for the Hyundai Tucson SEL trim is at $26,500 with the options and accessories including destination. The Hyundai Tucson SEL stickers for $32,815. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drive1Reviews and hit that subscribe button. And I see you all in the next review.